Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and we're headed to our day job. And as always, I want to thank you guys for subscribing and being part of the Joe Boo Report. Now, there's a lot being said right now about Dez Bryant and his supposed 40 missed meetings and being a distraction to the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I got to tell you, that's not so much a distraction as, say, what's going on with Odell Beckham. I mean, Odell is basically melting down in front of everybody. I mean, it's bad enough that he got beat up by the kicking net. But when you start getting 15-yard penalties and your teammates have to go ahead and try and calm you down on the sidelines, that is a distraction, and that is definitely not acceptable on the field. What's going on with Dez Bryant is a little different. You can't question Dez when he's out on the field playing because he's giving you everything. He's not out there making dumb hothead calls being made against him because he's, out headhunting or cheap shotting people and things like that. And the other thing that we also have to look at too is Dez Bryant is always under the microscope. Now, I'm not defending everything that Dez Bryant may or may not have done in the past, but you'll recall about 2 years ago, Mike Farello said on one radio show in passing that there might be a tech of Dez Bryant out there that's 10 times worse than Ray Rice. And then you had Adam Schefter back it up by saying, yeah, we've been looking into this and I've been spending a lot of time into this whole situation. All of a sudden, the whole firestorm went out on Dez Bryant and his tape, and he was at Walmart dragging some woman out the car, and he was going to be arrested, and it was crazy. And it turned out to be a whole bunch of bull crap. It didn't exist. There was also the reports that came out that, the police had been called to Dez Bryant's home 6 times. Well, it turned out a lot of those calls weren't calls that had anything to do with Dez Bryant. One was the fire department was called because somebody had accidentally locked the car with a child in it. Another one was Dez actually called the police about something. And again, anything that happens with Dez Bryant becomes overblown. Now, I'm sure Dez Bryant has missed meetings, but you can't blame that on Dez. If that was a problem for the Cowboys, then that should have been the coaching staff or the owner to say, this is unacceptable behavior. You can't be mad at the kid who is a badass that's breaking stuff or kicking other kids behind because his parents never said anything. Look to the parents or look to the team that allows that behavior to be done. And there's always, you got to understand, if you're the 53rd guy on the roster, you miss a meeting, you're probably going to get kicked out. But players like Michael Irvin, guys like John Riggins, these guys that have been there and that are big stars always get preferential treatment. It's just the way that it is. So I think that this has blown up a lot more than what it should be. Should he have gone to the MRI? Yes, he should have. He should not have skipped it, but he already knew that he had a problem with the leg and he just didn't want to face being injured again. Probably thought it was a lot worse than what it really was. And who in their right mind doesn't want to get bad news? Well, I'm Mark Holmes. That's Cowboy Joe Boo, and we're almost to our day job. Hope you have a great one. And again, thank you for following along. And if you have any questions, go ahead and please leave them for me. I try and answer all of them as best I can. And again, have a great day.